Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. It's time again for another daily pocket dump deconstruction. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Feels like a mini vacation. That's how you can judge how rough your work week is by how wonderful Saturday morning feels. And it feels wonderful. It's Saturday, April 30th, 2016. It's a little chilly here on the east coast of the USA. I know all of you don't follow me every day. Some of you won't get this video for weeks, months, or years. I always do the date, and that's to let you know we do this every single day, where we take a look at what I'm carrying. We look at the picture that I posted on Instagram, and then we deconstruct it and play with a bunch of knives. And that's what we're going to do today. Right there is my everyday carry, my EDC. That's going into the pocket today. It is honest. It really is. I took this picture, posted it to Instagram. My Instagram is at Keith Kevin Ken if you'd like to follow the feed. Just about 8 minutes ago, turned my iPhone 6S Plus from photo to video, and now it's time for the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel deconstruction. So let's get on with it. The coin today is a special President Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln coin. It celebrated the 100th anniversary of the penny from the U.S. Mint. That was from 2009. I keep that in my pocket as a lucky charm. My grandfather did it for as long as I knew him, and he always would pull out his silver dollar and buy me penny candy. So I really thought that coin was lucky, and I keep that in memory of him. My watch today is... Well, I really like this. This is my Heuer Monaco. It's one of my regulars, as you guys know. Heuer tag. I just love those strong, manly watches. That's a chronograph that I just adore. I always celebrate the day, and on the weekend I bring out some of my big Cuban cigars. In the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to go shopping for some cigars that aren't Cuban just to try out some. I figured I'd do that when I'm on vacation, but I love Cuban cigars. In fact, I've got more of them coming in the mail today. I just love them. This is a big special Cuban cigar. It's Romeo y Julieta, the Churchill size. Oh. When you think of cigar, if you're not a cigar smoker, Churchill is the kind of cigar you think of. Remember Churchill from England with the big cigars? That's to celebrate the day. And you know what? It's Saturday. How can it be horrible? So I'm going to celebrate it all day. That's going to take a little while to smoke. That's one of my vintage Coach wallets. As you can tell, all my wallets are very thin. And it's vodka because it's the weekend, and I just love vodka on the weekend. Gives me that nice buzz if I stop in time. Let's move off the knives. I know a lot of you guys, of course, know the field notes. I love field notes. I really do. They're just handy and wonderful. This is kind of a field notes kind of notepad. It's called The Word. It's just like field notes. I just like the varying colors that it provides me. Hold on a second. I'm going to lock in my color. I thought I already had. And my focus. So hopefully this doesn't adjust too much. Sorry about that. Now let's talk about the knives, okay? I was determined not to do a Spyderco carry today because over the past 2 days I did, because I've been so thrilled with Spyderco. I've also been thrilled with some smaller carries. So, of course, I started with most of, not all of, but most of my keychain knives come from Spyderco. Because you know what? They make excellent little big knives. These little knives that are put together so nice. This is called the Spin. It's etched. You can feel all of the detail that's etched into the scales. Oh, it looks nice too, doesn't it? It also hides a lot. It's a very durable pattern. It looks great. Look at that pizza-shaped blade. I call it a slice of pizza. VG10 steel. Look at this. And this little knife has a wonderful, wonderful frame lock. I really like the Spin. I really like the etch spin. Every now and then I consider pulling, spending the money on an Incision sprint run of this, and I don't do it, but I really love this as a keychain knife. It does everything I want it to do. Great cutter, great slicer, great all-around knife. Doesn't scare anyone. It's a pizza slice knife, for goodness sake. Spyderco has done a great job too. I love my little Lum. I really despise the big clip that they put on it. It just pisses me off. Here though, it's the same kind of clip that's on the little Lum, but it's small. You see that miniature clip? Doesn't get in the way at all. I rarely clip this, obviously. I use it as a keychain knife most of the time, but man, what a nice knife. Look at these fat Michelin Man hands. Look at them. But with that double choil, and if you're a lanyard person, with me I have my keys, so the keys fill up my hand as well. But a lanyard on this is really nice. It's called the Spyderco Spin. That blade is 1.1 inches, so it's a 1-inch blade. VG10 steel. My medium blade, yeah, I can't stay away from the Chris Reeve Mnandis for too long. If I had the money, oh, look at that. Ugh. Oh, man, I'd get every Mnandi I could get. At some point, I'm going to start looking for some of these more distressed and older Mnandis. This, of course, all of my collection are the newer ones. All of them with S35VN steel. All new with their scales. This is a wonderful knife, of course. It is one of the best gentleman's folders around. I love gentleman folders, whether they're small, big, or this perfect size from Chris Reeve. 2.75-inch blade, under that 3-inch limit for a lot of you. Oh, man. Mine, of course, has Damascus. I have 6 Mnandis. 5 of them have Damascus. This one has that basket weave Damascus, that really nice, tight Damascus. Yes, I always turn it to the spine. Isn't that beautiful? Ugh. Nothing's better than this wonderful snake wood Mnandi. That snake wood there on both sides. I really love the Mnandi clip. It's just like a perfect piece of art. And when it's most of the time, and I will do it this time, most of the time I put it into a Chris Reeve leather sheath. And I'm going to do that today. But when I have clipped it, oh man, people just think it's an ink pen. It's just so wonderful, so beautiful, especially with the Damascus. I do have a group of folks, friends, and also people I work with that always say, so let me see the knives today. And they're always impressed with the Mnandis. It's their favorite, and it's mine. Wonderful medium carry. Just a nice knife. That's the Mnandi. Chris Reeve is South African. Mnandi is Zulu for very nice. And woo-hoo-hoo, it's very nice. Well, Chris Reeve teamed up with the team of Gavin and Hawk, 2 very creative knife designers and makers. They are so creative. Look them up. Google them. You'll see some great designs. They teamed up and wanted to do a special Chris Reeve knife. And so what they came up with, they said, let's see how few parts we can do to get a great knife. And then let's try to take out the guts of the knife and put them on the outside. And so you see this is full titanium scales. I love with the holes because it's so light. This is called the tie lock. It's all titanium. This is blue titanium. And this is the lock. Right there. So if you look at the lock, it's this right here. You see it rides up. You just pinch it to pull it with one hand. It rides up here. You see the two traveling through. And then those two will hook up here. The lock bar is right there. And you've got a real solid lock. You really do. S35VN steel, like all of Chris Reeves' knives. I bought this. I like it. This is a very light carry. This is very light itself. Man, that tie lock has a 3.25 inch blade. So it's about it's in the middle of 3.2, 3.3 inch blade. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? With that blue tie lock. I've been satisfied with just having one. They came out in 2015 with another tie lock, and that one had a blue stone in the middle and a little bit of a pattern. They are coming out again with one this year as I record this, 2016, and it has more detailed etching on the side of it. Yes, they have turned this into a series, and you know what that does to my knife fanatic, addict brain? Gotta get the other two. Gotta get the other two. I do have to get the other two. I want the series now. This is the tie lock. Chris Reeve with helps from his young friends, Gavin and Hawk. A very special knife. Oh, I really like it. I like the raw tie clip as well. Just special. Chris Reeve, tie lock with Gavin and Hawk. That, my friends, that right there that you're looking at, that is my carry for today. That is what I posted on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. But you know what? This ain't Instagram. No, it isn't. It's the Keith Kevin Ken YouTube channel. And we're deconstructing things and also trying to follow my warped mind as I played around in my 4 Pelican cases today. I'll tell you, I wanted to keep this small. I did. And so I came up with this because once I get into my Chris Reeve case, my 1550 case, by the way, everything that I'm going to show you almost that's not a Spyderco comes out of that case. That's the one we're going to open once we hit 500 subscribers. We're making our way up. Thank you very much if you subscribed. Don't forget to thumb this up if you enjoy this video and the others. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, though. We want to grow this community here where we're playing with knives every single day. This right here is a special. Once I said I'm going to keep this, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try to keep it non-Spyderco, except for, of course, the keychain knife. I did that. Then I said, let's mix and match it. And whenever I say that, I have to pull out my UTX-85. Man, I love this UTX-85. Microtech has some of the best out the front double action automatics that you can have. They just do. This is a Microtech UTX-85. I'm sorry. This is not. Yes, it is. UTX-85. Sorry about that. I have another UTX, well, another Microtech coming your way because I couldn't decide. UTX-85. It has the combo blade. This is Elmax steel. It's called UTX-85 because it's 85% of the Microtech Ultratechs. 85% of the size. This is really a nice one. It gave birth this year in 2016. I love it. I love the Tanto blade. I love the combination. I know If I could have gotten a plain edge blade, I would have, but they were all sold out, and this is what I could get, and I'm finding it so useful as an EDC knife. I liked it because it's just a wonderful 3.1 inch blade. When I say it's out the front, in case you don't understand that, out the front means just that. The blade pops out the front. You push this, it pops out the front. It's double action because when you pull it back, it goes back in. Double action. Out the front, first action, in the second. I have a bunch of Microtech out the front automatics of all different sizes. Check it out. I have one on my playlist where you can see all of the Microtech automatics. I know some of you live in places where automatics are outlawed, and that's a shame. It really is. I don't understand it. But I don't. So I buy them, then I carry them, and I love them to death. This is the UTX-85. I really love it. That's a knife that got away. I was thinking about this as the large one. Plus, I want to play with it all through the day, and I will. I'm keeping that on my desk, and I'm playing with it. Of course, every time I pull out, every single time I start playing with the Microtech UTX-85, got to deal with the Troodon. Have to deal with the Troodon. This is the Microtech Troodon. Again, Elmax steel. It is a wonderful out the front. Oh, man. Smooth out the front with the with the button. Just like this. It's funny. The base is a little bit bigger, so it makes it a little bit bigger than the UTX-85, but actually the Troodon blade is a 1/10 smaller. So the UTX has a smaller complete package, but the blade is just a 1/10 bigger. Oh man, you talk about two great knives. Every time I just go back and forth with these two. Great carries. Again, usually I would use them as a medium knife if I had a Sebenza 25 or or a Sebenza 21. But here we're using these knives as the large ones. These are the two that got away. And then, why did I just pull out the combat Troodon that's still stiff? That I have to, like a wimp, I got to use two hands. Hey, if you ever used a Microtech out the front, you'll see that, especially when you keep flipping a lot of them, some of them are stiff. I like that they're stiff coming back. I'm more interested than when I want it out. It's out. This is a big one. Why am I bringing this out as a carry? Is that a knife that got away? No. It's just I was in the case. I played with my little Troodon. It had the 3-inch blade. I knew I wasn't going to carry my combat Troodon, but I needed to play with it. So I figured I'd play with it on the camera for you. That's the combat Troodon. Elmax steel. Of course, it has the camo. Oh, man. 3.8-inch blade. Is that a beast or what? Is that a beast or what? It is so nice. So nice. This is the baby. Wonderful EDC. Perfect regular Troodon. You can get it in a bunch of colors. And there's a couple of customized one from Marfion, which, he customizes everything. That's the EDC. This is the big brother. And you know what? This is the sitting on Kevin's desk so he can play with it. And maybe he can build up his thumbs to bring it back in. I just did that because it's Saturday and I wanted to have some fun. Elmax steel, 3.8-inch, 3-inch blade Elmax, 3.1-inch blade Elmax. Of course, that's S35VN. That's the big carry for today, this Saturday. Oh, man. Every time I just pull out a Mnandi, it's heaven, folks. It's heaven. I'm telling you. Especially with that basket weave Damascus. And then, of course, that wonderful keychain knife with that pizza slice blade. That's the etched spin. Hey, you guys, that's the carry and the knives that got away and the beast that Kevin just wanted to play with and wasted your time with. Hey, if you like these videos, thumb them up. I have a playlist of, man, close to 80 videos you can check out. We're going to keep doing this day after day after day with a bunch of knives. And as I buy new knives, and this year it's going to be an epic year for Spyderco. I've seen a lot of other knives I want to get. You'll be the first to see them in action and hear me talk about them. Plus, I'll be doing some special videos if I get off my butt and get them done. Check out Keith Kevin Ken on YouTube. We have a bunch of playlists, a bunch of videos. Thumb this up. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken, and you guys have a perfect day. A perfect day. Appreciate all your time. Really appreciate it. And really enjoy talking to you guys about knives. Okay? You have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.